Hey everybody, I have had 2 internet failures this morning and I have this reading that's coming through that I feel is important. Maybe someone's trying to stop it. So I'm going to record the last part of the reading and post it as a regular video as opposed to doing a live stream because the internet can't hang today, I guess. And I also have a question for Lee to finish off the reading. So let's call in spirit with a little bit of wind chime time. Apologies because this will be a little bit of a shorter one and I will post in the comments the links to at least the first one. The second one, I think I literally pulled 3 cards for, so. All right. If you're interested in a personal reading, you can hit me up via email at wickedwandstarot@gmail.com. All right, what else do we have? We have the 3 of Cups, the Hermit, the 9 of Pentacles. You are fine with being on your own. You don't need to be in a relationship to feel valued or special or loved. So this 9 of Pentacles is not just a reference to your intuition, which guides you away from connections like this. It's also about your appreciation for times where you're on your own. The single life is not all bad, right? So you're maybe even dating and getting to know some new people. You're able to be social with new individuals and focus your attention elsewhere because you really have appreciated that you deserve better than what this person is offering you. So to unblock them or invite them back into your life, to you it probably seems like giving in to temptation that you know is not worth the risk. So that's why I see you rejecting this. If they do like randomly show up or they try to get somebody else to like host the 2 of you, I see you not really being interested or declining that invitation because you feel like it would just end up in another argument or it would just be another waste of time. You don't see that they have been able to let go of the things that caused problems in the first time or the second time or whatever it was. So you don't have that interest in getting caught up again in something that it took a while to let go of. All right, this is the tarot of the cat people. What else do we have, please? We've got the Queen of Cups, the 3 of Cups in the reverse, 5 of Swords, and the Emperor in the reverse. The thing is, this person who's obsessed with you is still talking to other people. They want you to unblock them, but they still have like backups. They still have other people that they use to feel better about themselves because they do really like that external validation. And they still have this tendency towards self-sabotage with the 5 of Swords. So they don't have their ish figured out. They still have these not so great intentions. And I feel like a lot of it is, how can I make it seem like I'm the emperor? How can I make it seem like I have fixed these problems and that you should give me another chance, when the reality is that I haven't fixed that and it is still a problem. Page of Pentacles in the reverse, Ace of Swords in the reverse, 10 of Cups in the reverse, and Death. So why would I give you another chance? Why would I believe you when I don't feel like I can trust you? You've already given me plenty of reasons why I should not trust you. And with the 10 of Cups in the reverse, the love that you offer seems hollow or fake in some way. That's why I walked away. And I've changed since the time where I felt like interacting with somebody like you was a good use of my time. Gosh, that's like a bit of a punch right to the gut. But you've matured beyond what this person is offering. You're not interested in it. It's like if you're 22 years old and your grandmother gives you a bouncy ball for Christmas, you're gonna be like, why do you think that's of interest to me? Not to be a total sorry, I'm trying not to get on YouTube's bad list. Not to be like a total jerk about it, but you have outgrown this person on an emotional level. So 10 of Wands, you view it as like a done thing. It's over, I've learned from it and, I'm glad I met you. But as far as entertaining the idea of being in a relationship with you, I don't know how I could do that. I would always be waiting for the other shoe to drop, always be waiting for that other side of you to show up. So maybe they have a tendency to love bomb. We've got the Empress in the reverse, emotional manipulation, a failure to appreciate that compassionate side or be able to offer that compassionate side. So Hanged Man in the reverse, they have refused to change their ways. They don't want to see things in a different way because then that requires change in behavior. And that just like sounds like work to them. This is the Tarot of the Nile. We've got another Death card, transformation. You've let go of this person. You've grown up. You see that with the Knight of Wands in the reverse. This is somebody who lies to get what they want. They're impulsive. You can't count on a reliable energy. They may change their mind all of the time, or you just don't feel like they let you know when there's a problem. Another Moon in the reverse. This person does not have good intentions. It's like they just want to be the one to walk away, or they want to know that they could get you back. They're not here to be good to you. They're here to make sure that they still have access to you. Knight of Swords, Knight of Pentacles, all this Knight energy. They're immature. They need to grow up. So you look at this and you're like, I don't know, why would I invest in that? Like, am I supposed to raise you? Am I supposed to teach you how to be an adult in a relationship? Because I don't remember signing up for that, and I sure ain't getting paid for it. So, like, what's in it for me? Not that you should look at every relationship like that, but this is somebody who takes and doesn't know how to give, and you don't deserve that. This is the Situations deck. We've got Tragedy, Forbidden Love, Loss, Ghosted, Blocked, Cut Off, and Interview. They're like, oh, come on. I know you think that our love isn't really that great, but couldn't you just like unblock me and let me talk to you again, and maybe we could come to like an understanding or something? No, because words do not equate to behavior. You have to show that you've changed before there can be some sort of, new cycle here. And you already have an understanding that this person has not changed. There's something here where how they're talking to you or what you've been hearing from other people, you know they're up to their same old stuff, right? So this divine feminine energy within you is terrifying to them, but is also what draws them back to you. So we've got the Today card and the Roller Coaster card. They're feeling a lot of emotions. They feel like it really does mean that they're going to lose you or that things are over. And it makes them feel this pressure to confess how they feel and be more romantic or loving than they were in the past. Maybe they feel like, maybe if I'm like professing my love or talking to you about daydreams or, how much I think about you, maybe that'll be enough, even though it isn't necessarily demonstrative, even though I haven't necessarily learned from the past or let go of issues that I have with intimacy. I do feel like there were issues, or maybe still are, in the family regarding how you pursue intimacy. Maybe physical intimacy is the only kind they understand. Maybe being honest with others is something that makes them feel vulnerable to a point of like fear, right? We have repeated patterns that have caused issues in your connection. And this is something that they've learned because of their family. This person is very secretive. We had the Moon in the reverse. They don't want you to know what's really going on. They don't want you to know what they're really offering, but they've underestimated your intuition and your discernment. This divine feminine energy, which allows you to love and be compassionate and be empathetic or empathic, whatever it is. This is also what enables you to see through them and see that they are not offering you what you deserve. So they want you to love on them. They want to like appeal to that loving side of you, but they don't realize that with that comes the ability to see that their offer is shallow, that they're really just chasing something here that makes them feel good, not trying to actually offer something of substance. All right, now I feel like maybe we've actually got that message through. I'm going to tackle Lee's question. She just wanted a few cards pulled for this week. What do we have for Lee, please? What is it that Lee needs to know? Ace of Wands in the reverse. The Queen of Cups in the reverse. Queen of Wands and the Six of Pentacles in the reverse. So there's somebody here who has been feeling like they have a missed opportunity, feeling like things were not fair. So they're trying to manipulate the situation in their favor. With the Queen of Wands, it's like they're flashing something impressive, like, oh, look at this painting I did, or oh, look at this pay stub, you know, I get paid a lot of money. But with the Six of Pentacles being in the reverse, this is like biased or weighted or edited to be better than it actually is. Strength in the reverse. So I don't want people to feel like it's as bad as it really is. I don't want people to know that I'm hurting for money. I don't want people to know that I can't offer what I'm offering. So this is a manipulation of numbers or facts. And I think we know who this is, Lee. But this is not going to work out. I feel like there's going to be something that contradicts what is being said or represented as facts. So I don't know that you have to do very much about it. I do think that this is going to be something where when they try to lie, they end up telling on themselves. So, all right. Thank you for being patient with the internet issues today. I love you all. Thank you for the likes and the subscribes, and I will see you on the next reading. Toodles.